Hey guys, I am actually back from a little hiatus and I decided I wanted to go ahead and make another video for you. I know it's been a little while, so um, today I'm using just some leftover paints that I had from some of my last projects, and I'm using the split cup today. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just going ahead and pouring the paints into the split cup. And these colors in particular, I think they go together really well. You'll see as far as the final painting, how well they work together. So let's go ahead and get started. So you can see right here in the split cup, sometimes the paints kind of get mixed a little bit. The red kind of got in the bottom of the blue color. It doesn't really matter that much. And you can see I'm dripping a little bit places. It's not going to matter too much. And you'll see that. So don't worry if you have something like this and you want to try. You don't have to be perfect as far as getting the paint in there, because when you pour it out, you're not going to notice. And there's, I have a little bit of a drip on the canvas too. You're not going to see that. It's not going to mess anything up. So don't be afraid to just, go for it. So here I'm almost finished putting the colors in. There I made another strip. It's fine though. And the purple I didn't have very much of, so I just went ahead and put that in there though. So once I get all these poured in, usually what I do is I just, I don't really have a particular pattern that I pour it in. Now, some people start, one end and do it the other. Some people do it sort of a layered look. I just started pouring it everywhere. So we'll see how that turns out here in just a moment. Okay, here we go. So, one thing I did want to mention, when I said it doesn't matter if the colors blend, now it does if you have complementary colors, which are the colors that are opposite of each other on the color wheel. So it would be red and green, blue and orange, and then purple and yellow. So if you have any of those colors or similar colors, if you have those and they mix, it could make sort of a brownish or grayish color, like a neutral color. So just be aware of that. That's the only thing I would say about that. Mine are fine. They don't seem to be mixing too much on the canvas when I pour it out. So, and you'll see that when I start tilting it here in just a minute. Everything kind of spreads out and it works really well. So. So here, as I'm tilting it, you can see that the sort of blue iridescent color that's in the middle is starting to spread out. That's what I'm really looking for, is for a balanced composition. So I'm trying to get that to spread out a little bit more. Some of the other colors, the other two blues, I think are not showing up quite as much. The purple you can see there's a little bit of it, which is really kind of cool. So once I get the composition I want, I just kind of leave it alone. And sometimes it takes, a minute to do it. Sometimes it is really quick. And this one ended up being really quick. It got to be, I thought it looked really cool, so I stopped right there. Once you have finished tilting, always remember, check all the sides. That's what I'm doing right here, is sort of each corner had a little bit of white space from the canvas left, so I'm going ahead and covering that up. All the dripped paint on the sides, you can use that, or you can use, if there's anything still left in the cup, you can always pour that on there. And then also I go along the sides with the palette knife on the bottom of the canvas, just to make sure it's not going to slide over, because if it does, it'll take your whole design with it. So that's what I'm doing here. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Here's the finished painting, and I will be back hopefully in just, a few days or within the week with another one. And if you like this, please like this video and consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Hope to see you guys next time.